We'll catch back up to the match over on table 2 if it's still going here in a little bit. But go ahead and mute the ATM back. We are underway on table 1.
Alrighty, folks. Modern Foos coverage of the World Foosball Tour continues now in this quarterfinal match. In open doubles, on the right-hand side, up front is Jacob Balcos. Playing goalie, Trevor Park. On the left-hand side, playing forward, Dewey Culpepper. Playing goalie, Shannon, Coley. 3 out of 5, overtime to infinity in the 5th.
And for the record, in case you're wondering here or anywhere, there is not a single smoke machine in the building, much less plugged up and ready to operate. They are banned permanently.
Perma-banned.
Perma-banned, there are no smoke machines.
Quickly now 2-1. Balcos, of course, recently becoming a master on paper. We'll see where he plays and how he plays as he starts getting tested here. This is for their page. Culpepper and Coley.
Culpepper.
Culpepper. That's good.
Talking to Trevor earlier, and I was asking him how is it. Was that where did that go? I'm keeping track of this. Push or pull?
It was a pull. Short pull.
Talking to Trevor, and I was asking how is it going playing with Jacob, and he was like, man, he's just great. And I think the scouting report on Jacob is his skills speak for themselves.
Yeah.
And if he can relax and just play foosball, he's a monster. He's talented. He's just letting it rip. Excellent 5-bar, excellent 3-bar, and Trevor can just hang tight in the back and play good foosball, and they've been taking care of people.
I, too, talked to Trevor. But actually, this was a couple weeks ago. I was just curious what he was thinking about this as he calls a timeout. What his thoughts for playing with Balcos were. And he said basically what he was reiterating to you, I think, is like he knows that if he can keep him grounded on track, get that talent, whatever the word is. What do you call that? Harnessed.
Yeah.
And just give Balcos the space in which to play like that. I firmly thought they were going to be a real threat.
And to be fair, in any configuration.
Yeah.
Regardless of who's playing where.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice thing to have somebody like Trevor to come up. Yeah.
It's on the TV.
It's on the TV. It's so cool right now. We just had to play.
But I do think they should get a ref because this will not be the first time this happens. And I don't think it's a jar. You see it touches Jacob's bar. And Shannon did hit the wall, but I don't know that that's. I mean, they're off to the side deciding here what it was, but I don't think they're going to call this a jar. But I do think they should get a replay. Oh, Trevor's saying this is a jar. He's telling Shannon to come over and look at this.
I mean, what are they saying? Well, they just put it on TV. Yeah. I don't think. Who's making the call? Them or y'all? Nobody. We don't want a ref. Y'all want a ref? You want a ref? You want to get a ref?
Get a ref.
I mean, if you want to get a ref, set it with. I mean,
on the screen. No. If you look at the screen,
we both jammed and on football.
So this is.
I get a ref. Let's play.
I think if you're Trevor in this situation, yes, get a ref, but also have a ref look at the replay because you're giving up possession here, and Shannon is not relinquishing the ball.
No.
Randy's going to be the ref, but they need to make a decision on this because Jacob and Trevor do believe that was a jar. And so, yeah, okay, good. They're so Jacob is still saying go look at it.
Do you guys need time or no?
No time.
Shannon's not giving up this ball. Ref is going to have to make a call.
He doesn't get to look at that.
I don't even know. Is that the rule? Yeah. He can't.
So they're saying it was a jar before we got a real, and now they're asking for you to make the
You
real.
can get an official to make a call.
Okay.
So they have
I'll
it
go
up on
look
the
at it.
screen over there.
I mean, like I don't know the rule.
It'll repeat. It'll repeat. I think either call is fine. You have to just make a decision. It's close enough to where I think Randy probably calls this a jar. Shannon and Dewey definitely don't think it's a jar. But you can see the point beads shake as soon, bam, right there he jams the wall. The table does move. And you got the whole crowd over there watching this too, because this is on the big screen.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
So what you see on
the table, they stopped playing on 3 to watch it. Huh. Woo.
What is it?
To me, that would be close.
So I don't think Randy's calling that a jar.
Now y'all both hit the wall when the ball was still short. See what I'm saying? Y'all both hit it. But I thought the ball hit your man. Nobody hit it.
I thought Randy said you didn't hit the wall. Randy hit the wall.
Come on, I mean, I'm not giving balls to nobody hit the ball.
So right now what's happening is Randy wants to see it even slower.
Now y'all both hit the wall while the ball was on the truck.
It's the point of contention here from Trevor, saying that he thinks that it definitely is.
His man, your man.
But they got to slow it down. There's only so the stuff that we have for just normal broadcasting is the speed, which you've been seeing, but now we can slow it down even more to a 12th of the normal speed, which you won't be able to see. But that's what's happening right now. The ref is having a look.
Is he still looking at it?
Yeah.
Did you see what we was talking about? They both hit the ball when the ball was on the transfer. But when the ball come off his man, his arm was right. Like it never was even near the ball. I mean, it showed any improvement. I mean, what did you say about where was the ball when it hit? We're good.
The ball was like, it was right on the guy when he hit. That's what I'm saying. But y'all saying,
Yeah, but you hit the ball too. It's your fault.
No,
y'all before that. Before
That's what I'm saying. But when the ball was hit,
when it was on my guy, that's when he hit the ball.
we're good. Come on, Ray.
but the foul,
Are we good?
Yes. What we got? All right, we got both.
It stays where it is.
I'm gonna ref the match. I'm gonna make the calls. I don't need anybody looking at me. I'm gonna make the calls. What's happening with them? Foosball, you got to make the calls, all right?
All right.
I'm gonna play the ball where it is. We're gonna move forward. What's the timeout?
We got both.
Everybody got both.
Everybody's got both. Game one.
They have one, right?
Oh, yeah, it's lawyer notes. Okay, you got one.
There's one, too.
You got one, you got two.
Okay, you got it.
Time.
No time.
All right. There we go. Who called this? Who called this timeout? Yep, wrong button. There we go.
If I was here, it's different. See, doing it on TV, it's just these guys. Okay.
All right. Well, if we knew, we wouldn't have asked. Get off my boy. My mic was up. I get a little defensive with my people. The call was no jar, and Dewey kept it on his 5.
Trevor blocked that. He can do whatever he wants. Look out here.
Reset
Probably
call.
feeding his forward. No, trying to bank. Tied up 3-3 in this first game, in this quarterfinal match. After that bit of a break. here at the World Foosball Tour inaugural event, the 2025 Tour kickoff. Balcos buries that immediately, goes up 4-3. Table's a little shaky.
These tables do got some wobble in them.
Wobble, wobble. Culpepper.
You
Coley
see.
up front.
Go ahead.
Balcos fearless. That was a fun pass that he almost caught from his 2 to his middleman. That's a pass we saw Sprademan doing quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that, man. They're working it in. Wet Willie.
Ugh. Park. He's shooting from back there. I was expecting him to do a little bit more passing. Ouch. Oh, my goodness gracious. I have never seen that before. Oh, a 23 scoop from Trevor. Lots going on down there for the goalies. Slowing it down and calling a timeout. Let's see if we got that.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Mama, you're fine, man. It's all good.
What are we watching here?
Rob, how you doing over there?
This was a clip.
I thought that was that thing that whatever Coley did where he hit it,
Yeah,
stubbed
that's
it.
what it was supposed to be.
Stubbed it and went harder than most people's regular wrist shots. Game 1, tied up, 4-4. Coley taken in by Balcos.
Donated right to the 3-bar there.
Quick shot, fortunate there, goes in, and Balcos and Park lead 1-0.
And everybody leaves, leaving poor Randy Raposo there to just do his Massachusetts wipe on the table.
Massachusetts wipe. That's not a thwack.
Not a thwack. All right, I have determined I cannot do this scorecard in real time. It is too quick. Taking a peek at the numbers from that first game, and I hope you peeked before they disappeared because tough. Take a peek at them after this next game. Yeah, that's the mass wipe. Wipe your mass hole. No? Okay, we'll keep trying. And another failure to clear here. Last time it was a goal. This time it's a goal. Clearing the ball is just so huge. Shannon knows this, by the way. This is not him just not knowing to do it. He just failing to do so on back-to-back points there. You got to clear the ball. Slingshot attempt.
Jacob is just hypnotizing me.
Yeah.
It's like watching a snake charmer or something. Like, it's just so fast and so smooth. And when he gets on a tear, it's automatic. I'd call a timeout.
Yeah. When he can just let it hang, be relaxed, I mean, he's not to be messed with.
I don't know how they say thwack where he comes from, but goodness.
I believe it's thwack.
Oh, it's still thwack.
Yeah.
Okay. So thwack is universal.
Yeah, it's thwackiversal.
Down by 3. Culpepper up front.
Get this thing thwack on the rails.
That's funny. Park putting together some great defense back there.
Ooh.
All over that. He was just locked and loaded to block that pull kick.
I
Incredible.
like that. And I saw him do that. I want to say at World, that is a dirty pass by Balcos there. And he's got that in his toolbox, Dewey Culpepper does. That is the great, doesn't have a name. Tony Sprademan is the one who started it and made it famous and does it better than anyone, obviously. Lane pass straight into a pull kick.
And I'm a fan. If you're thinking he shouldn't have done that pull kick in that moment, I think that's
I love
really good time to be doing that.
Yeah.
Not you.
No, it's a good. I mean, he just got blocked.
Yeah.
It wasn't care. It was on goal. It was what he wanted to do. Just didn't work it out.
You see Coley still trying to feed his forward.
He's feeding Jacob. So he's feeding.
Balcos hungry for it.
And he's 3 for his last 3 when that's happened.
4-0.
That's your pin, by the way.
Balcos putting on the kind of show that we know him capable of.
Just ask me later. Yeah. I mean, that's scary.
It is.
You're looking for a bank or maybe a pass or whatever, and he just tucks it back to the near side, barely misses it, goes right off that back wall, and then just drops a dime right to Jacob's 3-bar, and then Jacob drops it. Maybe it wasn't perfect. It looked good to me. Another break.
2-0 in favor of Balcos and Park. Park is, I think, one of the more underrated goalies. You see stats here. Whew.
I mean, they're on the 5-bar. They're pretty identical. I mean, they are right in that 43, 46% range. 6 for 14, 6 for 13. The 3-bar is where it's at. This is the major difference here. Obviously, 3 for 8 shooting from Dewey versus 7 for 10 shooting from Jacob. Jacob is just having a field day back there. And again, you look at the clearing percentages and nothing else, and this one probably tells the story here too. 69% to 39%. It's been a quick first two games here. This is a steamrolling. And I'll tell you this. These two fellas on the left are not going quietly. I think a lot of people can toss in the towel when things go this poorly this quickly.
Yeah.
And that will not happen. I'm not saying it's definitely going to another game or anything else, but that there is no give up on that side of the table for sure.
No, there is no give up.
And if Dewey gets something rolling, Shannon, if they get something rolling here, you will hear from Shannon. And he might even call a timeout to talk about it. Again, just struggling to clear. Gets that one out of there. I mean, he's just barely into the 40% range, which is a fraction of where he needs to be.
So Park couldn't get a handle of that. The last possession he had, and ended up on Culpepper's 3. Those are those moments where you have to score because Balcos is going to do this when he has the opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's just going to be crushing.
I mean, he's up to 8 for 12 now, I believe, if I remember right. He's 8 for 12 shooting, which is just bonkers. You're just not beating that.
Pepper breaks through. Park ran all of his men over there. He was not where he wanted to be.
Saw Jacob just not even moving there. As soon as Dewey went lane, Jacob just popped this guy right out at the perfect time.
That save by Park, what he just did as that ball was rolling by, was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, he just soft-handed it to himself, kept it in his area.
No panic. Just smooth.
He's like crouching tiger, hidden dragoned it. That's out there. That's that magic corner.
Oh, I did that.
Just do a mulligan here. Try again.
Yeah. I mean, you're playing with house money. Everything's working for you. Just staying smooth. Smart timeout there.
Absolutely great timeout.
Had a few rushed possessions there. Didn't cost you anything, but I think that's just a big boy moment where you realize, all right, I'm feeling rushed. I'm doing things I probably don't want to do. I got the lead here. It's tied, but it's 2 games to nothing. Let me just take a second. That's my assumption of where his thought process is there. And it's not a bad one.
Balcos quickly back into play, is blocked. Haven't seen anything yet from Coley. Tried to get something going, and he did. And that's what you want from your goalie in these situations. But Balcos just keeps coming.
Look at his pass, just right in the middle of the table. He is feeling zero pressure here. In a moment, we'll take a look at these numbers, and I think he's still shooting at the 60% range.
Coley up front. He's focused on that wall.
You're just asking for it. Jacob's defense against the opposing 2-bar this match has been great. This pass a moment ago. What do you do? I mean, he just drilled you with that 2-2 a few moments before that. You go just a ball and a half more and spray it up to the middle. And what do you do?
Park won Nationals with Pappas.
I just randomly cross your mind. Just what the Lord put on your heart. Just thinking out loud. Nobody will know. If someone in the future on YouTube will not know that this was live streamed at some point, and they're just thinking, "Oh, Adam just had a Rain Man moment."
Whoa, Rain Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely.
42, 67, 83. I've never seen that movie. I've only heard that reference as like a Genius recall type of thing. So if that wasn't the right place to, if that was a round peg and I had a square hole, that's my bad.
It is match point for Balcos and Park. Defense by Park. Crossing over. And we go to a 4th game. Yeah.
That was out there and square. Jacob still just having his way there on the 3-bar. It did come down a little bit, but 11 for 18 is still just goofy. I mean, that's just wild. And in the second game, I do believe you saw Dewey's numbers come up a little bit there. Don't remember what he had in that first game.
Game 4 underway.
I just saw what might be my favorite series of words. Definitely this weekend, maybe all year so far. Rain Man 2, Electric Boogaloo. Comment in the chat there. Solid. And I have no ooh, that
Oh
was,
my
did you see
gosh.
Oh, that's brutal. And that did. I don't think that touched anything. That was just bowling.
Yeah. Well,
Everybody whiffed on it.
Oh, I've never seen. We could do that to music.
Dun, 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 dun. Wow.
That was neat. You see Trevor's face after he did that. I couldn't tell. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it doesn't matter.
Mass A.
Got to sit back and appreciate it like you would a nice steak. Fell out of the sky.
Mass A 2 Electric Boogaloo. Into the Gulf of Mexico.
That Massey fired him up. 2-0.
Oh, and then he just lost it. That was Jacobs all day. Take a peek at this. Try again. Take a peek at this. Shot from Jacob a moment ago. And look how far out he gets there. And that is square. And by the way.
Oh. It's not a replay, folks.
No.
He got that off the 5. 3-1.
This will sound like a silly thing to think, but if you're new to foosball and you don't think much about your shots being square, why does it matter if they're square as long as they're over there and they're fat? The more square it is, the deeper you can go. You get it out there.
Yeah.
And it does. And if you spray it, it's going to hit the wall. All right, back to you.
No, it's true. Ooh. Zone. That is 3 in a row from Balcos defensively on the 3.
In about 4 seconds. That might not be something, might not be a bad idea to consider getting a hold of some kind of stat to measure the forward's defensive game, especially in doubles, because I think, you know, a team has a good zone. It can be hard to score on. That's a team effort, all that good stuff. But if it just never leaves, if it never beats the 5 bar, I mean, Jacob's playing great defense here when they have the ball on their 2 bar. Dan, what's that clearing percentage look like on the left side of the table? It's got to be in the 34%. That is, I'll just say it. You'll never win a match. You'll never find a match where somebody won clearing 34%, especially in a best of 5. You just won't. And both those folks there on the left are capable of doing things from the 2 bar. It's just give credit to Jacob for playing really good defense here. Like that right there, that was a pass to Shannon's 3 bar on that far wall, and Jacob just saw it. I mean, that's not where the zone was. He just saw it and went there. So props to him.
Recoil action there from Coley.
Yeah.
Hard along the wall from Balcos. It's tied up 3-3.
Save.
Look at there. Look at there.
It's that shot from Shannon a moment ago. Just gets right around that and destroys the bumpers.
Come on, baby. Not a game no more, is it?
This is where you hear him pipe it up a little bit.
And this is the kind of thing I wonder how Balcos plays against. I think Trevor's been there, done that, and I think he, to a certain degree, likes it. But Balcos says, this is what I think.
And just tosses the rod. Not even a throw, just a whatever. Love it.
And Culpepper calls a timeout.
I like their body language here. If you're rooting for Trevor and Jacob, they just turn around and Trevor's always chilled out, hits him with a little giggle. Jacob is not tripping. He's ready to play already. And conversation there with the ref and Shannon is about the table talk. Sportsmanlike conduct.
Back into play we go.
Shannon saying I can say what I want to say, which isn't actually true. It's not illegal to say that sentence, though.
Yeah, well, look out now. Look at him now.
Here comes game 5.
Uh-oh. You got to think a little bit now. You got to think a little bit.
This is something you saw him saying And what you're hearing from Shannon there, now you got to think about, he's talking directly to Jacob because he's saying Jacob's not thinking. He did this at Nationals with Munoz. It's toeing the line of what's okay, and I'm wondering, actually, if the great Tom Yor's still watching. Oh, he said that was definitely a jar a while ago. When you're talking about got to think a little bit now, got to think a little bit, and you're talking about the opposing forward, you're implying that he's not thinking. He's just closing his eyes and swinging. What do you say about that as a ref? Is that okay? Is that not okay? Are you just like play through it, or if you're a ref, are you giving him a warning for unsportsmanlike conduct? How exactly does that work? Shannon is actually directly speaking to Jacob's game right there. And I'm not a ref, so I wouldn't call anything because I don't do that. But I'm curious how a ref would call that. I'm curious what the rules actually say about that.
Game 5 underway. Balcos. Pass deflected to Coley's 3.
And it might be in the territory of jarring the table while he's shooting it. Like that right there. He's hitting that wall. Goes back to Jacob's 5, so it doesn't matter. But he's definitely getting more aggressive on the bumpers.
Slowing it down now. I know he can go everywhere. And he goes push.
We got refs, we got media, we got everything.
Yeah. Great stop by Park. Looking to send it back down to his counterpart. I think he wants to hit that corner. Tried to. Shanked it.
Again, Jacob is just there. He's got a good feel for what they're doing.
I'm gonna hit him hard. Hit him hard.
These are the kind of moments I was talking to Trevor about. When things get intense on the table. Balcos hasn't much experience with it. How does he help him respond? Whoa!
Oh no!
Magic. Reeled in by Park. Tried to get that pass down. Culpepper got it back up to his 3. Trevor now trying to bomb. Oh.
Got it back. Shit. Got it back.
Jacob's got a left hook in him. Wouldn't be a bad time to rip one.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Good job, dude. Just had to hang around long enough to figure this out. That's all we had to do. We figured it out.
And you can't quite tell there from the scoring beads on the table. But you can see it on the overlay. This is game 5. And you know what that means, Adam? This will not be a win-by-1 situation.
It will not.
You're going to win this game by at least 2 points. I don't care how many balls it takes. One of my favorite changes for this new era, the foosball.
Yeah. I like it. So what do you think? I mean, Coley riding that line right now, bullying. trying to get the game back in his favor.
Yeah.
Is that
Oops.
acceptable?
Well, I think I'll say this to be perfectly clear. There's a ref at the table, and so I think when there is a ref at the table, you don't have to worry about the line because the ref should call that. If it crosses the line. I'm not saying that he is crossing the line. I don't like it, but that doesn't mean it's illegal.
Gotcha.
You know? I don't like mustard either, but that's fine if you do. So if a ref is at the table, you can push it a little bit more because you can go all the way up to the point that the ref calls it. If there's not a ref on the table, that's when it's on you to police yourself a little more.
Yeah.
And that doesn't come into play here. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I do think in Shannon's defense, if you don't like that, there's a ref at the table. And if he says it's okay, then it's okay. And then it's on Jacob and Trevor too to just not let it phase them. I think they're playing through it fine.
Yeah.
And I think it's fine if this is how the match is going. And I mean it's match point. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like it, I think it's fine.
Yeah. I agree with that take. 100%. Balcos, ball back into play, match point. For Balcos and Park. Culpepper, possession. Takes us to overtime.
Has he been overtime all day? Has he?
So quick off the jump with that 5-bar. Balcos. These are the kinds of matches that are crucibles that burn away our imperfections. Balcos is getting a little bit of it here.
Slingshot, I like that. I almost ate it, but I like the play.
Balcos again on the 5. Does not get it through.
Go burn one. That's their last. We'll see if they know that. Because you know the only thing I like more than 3 walls is a third timeout.
What is it with you and 3s?
3's company 2.
Nice.
A comment there in the chat from Foos D's Nuts.
You guys got both.
I'm not a fan either, but you make the right points about the ref dictates. Like any other sport, yeah. Won't tell you what I thought that said when I looked at it the first time. I read a little weird sometimes.
Back into play. Tied up 4-4 in this 5th game. Trevor is there. Sets up. Haven't heard much from him since his knuckleball the last game. On goal pull kick to Coley.
Good D by Jacob there.
Yes, Trevor, come on.
Set him up with something with that pull kick.
And he got that on goal, too.
He did. Defense from Trevor. On goal. Almost swatted back at him in the back of the goal, but he was there for it. Culpepper, another opportunity.
Yes, Trevor, come on.
Jacob getting a little vocal there. I do like that.
I do.
Hadn't heard from him really all match, other than the game that he's putting on the table.
Yep. Park. We know he can score from back there. But passes. Beautiful. Grab by Balcos.
So soft hands to make that catch and not fumble it backwards is just next level foosball.
Match point for Balcos and Park again. Culpepper playing solid. Oh, toe forward from Park. Quick shot attempt from Culpepper. Block now, Park. Opportunity to put it away, setting up that short spray.
And he does not have a timeout to call there. I thought he was thinking about maybe calling one.
Great retain from Park. Oh, swatted that back and forth at the 2 of Coley. Slows it down. Out of timeouts. Quick shot attempt. And Balcos reels it in. It is match point for him. What does he do?
He's got one if he wants it.
Puts it away. Wow, what a match. In 5 games, Dewey Culpepper and Shannon Coley are defeated by a gritty performance of Jacob Balcos and Trevor Park to go on to the semifinals. My heart's racing.